We're going to start out with their drum. This is their drum that they sent. The drum is tapered, and we have taken into consideration the taper. This is closed right now, but I'm sure it will be open whenever we go to pour it. The first thing I want to start out with is that they purchased an aluminum pallet stand, and that's the aluminum pallet on the floor, and then you have your wooden pallet here, and then you would have your drums on top of the wooden pallet. And what that does is that creates what we call a lifter leg clearance when we go underneath the pallet to pick up the drum. As you can see, the legs go underneath there very easily, and that will work all the way around the pallet on all four sides. So that would be the drum, and we're going to pick it up in a minute. I'm going to talk about the lifter first. And so this is the back of the lifter. So you have an adjustable handlebar here for the operator to move up and down depending on the operator's height. You have a 24-volt power pack here. There's two batteries, a controller, and an interface card in here. And then you have a voltmeter on the front, which gives you the life of the batteries on a voltmeter. It goes from 5 down to 1 bar. This power pack is completely removable by removing this knob here, and the whole power pack can be taken off, charged off-site, and another one put on if you run 24/7. We have a brake system. This would be locked, so the lifter can't go anywhere. When it's up on a 45, the lifter can go north, south, east, and west. And then when you bring it all the way up, the back wheels will directionally lock, so you can get down a narrow aisleway without the lifter drifting all over the place like a loaded grocery cart. Up front, we have stainless steel low-built legs. The section between the legs is what we call a standard intermediate. The overall width of the unit is approximately 22. Here's your lift mast. This is a 20,500 HS, which is rated at 285. It's currently set up to pick 100 pounds up based on the sticker and the application data we received back from the customer. Out front, you have the tooling. So you have a 2-button remote, which is right here, that's attached to the handlebar, and that runs your tooling vertically up and down the lift mast with just a push of the button. The tooling, we call it a squeeze-a turn, is consisting of a number of pieces. We have a rotate mechanism, which is right here. We have a short squeeze mast that has a ball screw in it, just like the regular mast does here. And then you have one arm that's fixed, and you have one arm. This arm moves in and out. This arm is fixed. We've done some special V-blocks on this. We call them dampening. They basically float so that they can pick up on the taper of the drum that Vital has sent in. So you'll see that here in a minute. And then we have what we call drum retainers. We have one for the bottom that would turn in and support the bottom of the drum, and that's just a knurled stop, open and stop here. And then on the other side we have the same thing, and this is going to go on the top of the drum. We have a lower and an upper depending on how the drum is set up and everything, and to support and keep the drum in position as an extra holding device here on the tooling. I want to show you that the batteries are charged by a battery charger that we provide. So this right plug plugs into 110, and then there's a special connector. If you look on the top of the connector where there's a hole right here, this is the way it plugs into the back of the power pack. And it goes in right here. You just plug it right in, and then you would take this and plug this into 110, and there's a 3-position light system here. It goes from orange to red to green, and that's how we charge the batteries. And it takes about 5 to 6 hours to fully charge the batteries. And this will be accompanying the lifter when we ship it to Vital. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to pick up the drum. So you've seen all the tooling and everything, and I can talk about the control box is right here. Again, here's your 2-button for up and down, but this is your control box. So you have 1 button to close the arms. You have 2 buttons you press at the same time to open the arms, and then the joystick is going to be your rotate right or your rotate left. And that's what you're going to use to rotate the drum over to dump it into the hopper or the vat. So what we're going to do is we're going to assume that the drum is on an aluminum pallet on top of a wooden pallet. So I'm going to come in now and I'm going to approach the drum. The legs will go underneath the aluminum pallet. My left fixed arm here is going to float. I'm going to touch off on the center of the drum. So I'm going to touch off here, and then I'm going to go up to my control box here, and I'm going to press one button. And one button, I'm going to squeeze the drum. Okay, so we've squeezed the drum. I'm going to use my 2 button. I'm going up. I'm going to pull away from the pallet stand. I'm going to lower it a little bit. I'm going to use my 1 arm here to go over and hold the top of the drum there, and I'm going to lock that in place. And then I'm going to come to the other side, and I'm going to use the other foot. I'm going to unloosen this. And I'm going to twist this foot in, and I'm going to pull it up against the bottom, and I'm going to lock that in. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 positions that we've got the drum. And so from here we can raise it up a little bit, and then we're going to rotate to our left when we dump, because we always want the fixed arm on the bottom. And we can go higher, and we can dump it. And then once we dump the contents out, we're going to go back to vertical. And this is all done by the controls from the operator's position. And we're going to lower it. And before I put it back on the pallet, I'm just going to release the 1 arm, or the 1 retaining foot. The other one won't be in the way. We're just going to come over here. We're going to set it back on the pallet. I'm going to release this retaining arm. Lock it in position. I'm going to come to my 2 button, my boxer, and I'm going to open up. I'm going to press 2 buttons, and I'm going to release the arms from the drum. And then once the arms are released from the drum, I'm going to raise up a little bit, and I'm going to pull away, and that completes the process.